Okay, here's what your person is thinking about you right now. Something about cannot wait to see you or cannot wait to meet you again. Cannot wait to run into you again with the Two of Pentacles here. Ooh. They're also wondering if you're going to hurt them. They're wondering if you are as good as you say you are, or if you are as good as you appear to be. There's definitely energies surrounding this person, trying to convince this person otherwise, or trying to basically like stop this union from taking place with the Two of Pentacles here. There are people that are, I'm hearing like whispering things in this person's ear. So this person could have had magic done to them that maybe you need to go in and kind of, rearrange, like make it clear who actually holds the power here. Whatever it is, this person's definitely fighting like some inner beliefs of, it's not even necessarily unworthiness. It's like, do I want to do this again? Like, is this person going to hurt me? It's just what keeps coming through. But with the Ace of Wands here, you are a different level of human being. Like, you are something that cannot be described, like fully, that cannot be dissected. I feel like you attract so many different spiritual beings that are so curious about you because they're like, who is it? Like, why? I don't understand this person, and they never will, because you are not somebody who is here to be understood. You are here as somebody who is it's like you are clear. That is why they cannot understand you, because you are clear, and the only thing that you ever are is just what you are surrounded by and who you are surrounded by. So something about your energy is just very significant within this connection, because this person recognizes that they don't understand like who you are, how you came to be. It's very mystical, like you're very magical to this person, which is, it's fun, like it's meant to be fun. But again, they just have like these thoughts in the back of their head that need to be dismissed. With the Sun card here, they do see you as this, it's like nurturing, loving, bright, sun bringing, life giving, life carrying. You give to so many people. They love your heart. Like they love the way that you just shine. Like you just radiate. There's something so warm about your presence. Like you're so accepting of others. With the Seven of Hearts here, yeah, they also see that you're not off the market. Like you're very available right now. They want to change that. They don't like that. That just kind of makes them angry, not in like a toxic way, but it's more just like it's like they need to get it together and come forward, because there's obviously a lot going on for you and they don't want to miss out on that. And it's not just that, but for some reason I'm also hearing like they know that they will love you better and more than anybody else could. Like there's something about very competitive this person is with other people. Like they know, they are so confident in their love and their ability to love. They know that they could love more than anyone else could with the Devil card here, but they're scared that you will not accept their darkness. They're scared that you will not understand their darkness. What they don't understand about you is that you are extremely intuitive. You are magical. You are who you say you are. So you've already met their darkness, and it doesn't scare you. So I feel like this person is going to figure that out soon. With the Ace of Pentacles here, this is a tying of family lines. This is like ancestral. This is like DNA. Something about like the merging of DNA. So maybe you're planning on having children with this person. Maybe you're just planning on, honestly, it's like the merging of lives. It's the merging of life. And it's really going to create something beautiful, something about what you have to offer as well as what this person has to offer. You can't find it anywhere else. Like this is one of those life-changing connections. And I think this person also recognizes that. And so it, again, intimidates them a little bit. Do not mistake their silence for lack of interest is what's also coming through with the Eight of Hearts here, because I feel like you're like feeling left out in the cold over this person, like shedding some tears. You're like, why isn't this person coming in for me? I know who I am. I know who you are. I know you know who I am. But with the Emperor card here, they already know it's you. So it's almost like they're getting things in order, like lining things up. They really Why do I feel like they want to hear from you? They're not going to. Please don't take this as a sign to reach out. What you need to do is they know their worth. You need to know yours. They know their worth. As long as you know yours, you will have what you desire within this love connection. Because they want you to, it's almost like they want you to feel that over them so that they can have some sort of power. But they're going to realize that that's not the way to your heart very soon here with the Three of Swords. Like, you've experienced all of that. You're not looking for that. You've done all that. Like, they're going to realize that very soon, that you are this Queen of Swords, that you will cut someone off if you need to. With the Nine of Wands here, there's just two things that need to be put into place before this love connection takes place. So I felt called to pick up the first deck I ever started using for some reason, and immediately what came to mind is that something is coming back around, like something is starting again, something is beginning new, and for some reason, and I never use this deck, like those who follow me, who know that I never use this deck. There's something in here, there's something back from the beginning. There's something about the beginning of this connection that is so significant here. So we're going to dive into what that is and find out what the message is that needs to be heard. Like, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody is realizing who you are. Okay, one, you are realizing who you are. Like, it started with you. And then somebody is realizing who you are in this love connection. I feel like, okay, the energy that I'm picking up on from whoever I know this video is going to reach, it's like, it's this feeling of knowing that somebody cares for you, knowing that somebody, you shared this deep connection with this person. Like, you know that they have this love for you, that they have this care for you, that there's this like soul tie between the two of you, but there's so much life that got in the way. Like, there's so much life standing in the way of this connection. I see so many different cords here that are not the ones connected to you and this person. And it's almost like a number of lifetimes even between this. So this could be a couple of years. This could be years in the making. This could be months. This could be weeks even. Like, there's no set timeline here. But whatever it is, not only are you receiving clarity within this connection, but this person, for some reason, this energy doesn't feel like it belongs to you. It feels like it belongs to this person of just like, so I'll show you the cards. We have the Tower with the Star with the Ace of Wands. That's a powerful mix right there. That's like a whoa. That's like a whoa. I see you for all that you are, and I surrender to what this connection is. That right there is the most significant part of this, is this person surrendering to your connection. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I know I'm reading the general energy here. If you feel called, I offer personal texting sessions as well as emails and FaceTimes. But if not, I'm going to dive in just a little bit deeper and find out what we can. And also keep in mind, I'm booking out a couple of weeks right now. So if you feel called, okay. Oh my God. Okay, there's literally someone or something that stood in the way of this. It's like you were so pure and genuine with your love offer. I feel like somebody kind of came in, or there's somebody standing in your life or who was in your life that took advantage of that kind of like stepped in between this connection in a way. Like, there's literally like this looming force that tried to step in between this connection. And honestly, it might be connected to two different third parties as well. So take what resonates. But with the Ten of Wands here, so you're being prepared for something. This to me is just such a strong symbol of preparation. It's like it's the fire before it's lit. It's the bonfire before it's lit. And I feel like you feel the pressure building. It's almost like it's a gentle calmness, honestly. Like, it's like peace and calm surrounding this connection. It's almost like you know what's going to happen. And the white flowers stand out to me here. To me, that's like that The white flower that the Fool is holding, I feel like, oh my God. Like the fire is going to be relit here. But it's not coming from you this time. It's not coming from you because you stayed firm in your path, in your purpose, like in who you are and what you deserve. Like you stood your ground.
There is a very specific kind of fear that does not look like fear from the outside. It looks like silence, like distance, like the frustrating, inexplicable behavior of someone who clearly wants to be close to you, but keeps creating space between you anyway. It looks like someone who knows, who has always known on some level that precedes conscious decision making that you are significant, and who responds to that knowing not with movement toward you, but with a kind of suspended stillness, waiting, preparing, doing things internally that are invisible from where you are standing, but that are nonetheless real and necessary. And you, watching from your side of the distance, have probably asked yourself some version of the same question more than once. If they feel what I feel, why aren't they here? The answer is not the one most people expect. They are not afraid of you. They are afraid of who they become when they are around you, when they are thinking about you, when they are sitting with the full weight of what they feel and what that feeling is asking of them. Because you do not just attract this person, you reveal them. Something about your particular combination of clarity and depth and warmth acts like a mirror that shows them a version of themselves they are not used to seeing, a version that is softer than they normally allow, more vulnerable than they typically permit, more genuinely open to being known than they have been in perhaps any previous relationship they have navigated. And for a person who has built their self-concept around a certain kind of emotional composure, who has always been able to maintain enough distance to remain the author of their own experience, that revelation is deeply unsettling. It is not that the version of themselves they see in your mirror is bad. It is that it is undefended. And defended is a word they have not had a comfortable relationship with for a very long time. Here is what most people in your position never think to look for. The doubt this person is carrying. The whispered questions about whether you are as good as you seem, whether trusting you is safe, whether opening fully is going to produce the same outcome it has produced before. That doubt is not really about you. It is about them. Specifically, it is about the version of themselves that would emerge if they let this be real. If they stopped hedging and stopped holding back and stopped maintaining the particular internal reservation that has kept them safe in previous relationships. The question underneath the question is not, will she hurt me? or is he who he says he is? The real question, the one they are sitting with in the quiet hours, is this: can I be the person this connection is asking me to be? Because you do not just want love from this person. Your energy, your standards, your refusal to accept anything less than someone showing up as their full and honest self. These things are making a specific and demanding request of them. Not a conscious one, not something you are deliberately imposing, but a natural consequence of being who you are, which is someone whose own authenticity makes inauthenticity in others feel suddenly visible and insufficient. They are not sure they can meet that request, and they are terrified of trying and falling short in front of someone who has seen them more clearly than anyone else has. Now, let me tell you about the darkness they fear you will not accept. This is the thing I want you to understand most deeply, because it is the emotional center of everything that is happening on their side. People accumulate darkness not through dramatic villainy, but through ordinary human living, through choices made under pressure, through patterns developed in self-defense, through the slow accumulation of things they are proud of and have not fully faced and have never shown to anyone in the honest, unsparing way that genuine intimacy eventually requires. Most relationships never reach the depth where that darkness has to surface. They stay comfortable, curated. Both the people showing the best version of themselves indefinitely, never getting close enough to the center of each other for the more complicated material to become relevant. You are not that kind of presence. Something about who you are makes the comfortable surface insufficient, makes maintaining the curated version feel like a lie, makes the complicated, shadowed, unresolved parts of a person itch to be seen, because the alternative, being known only partially by someone who seems to see completely, is its own particular loneliness. And this person knows somewhere they cannot quite articulate that if they let you in fully, you are going to see all of it. What they do not yet know, what they are still in the process of discovering, is that you already have. Not because they showed you deliberately, but because your intuition does not wait for conscious disclosure. You have already felt the shape of their darkness through the texture of their behavior, the quality of their average hesitation, the specific way they are struggling, and it has not moved you away. It has, if anything, made them more interesting to you. This is the deep realization that changes everything. Their darkness is not the obstacle they believe it to be. The fear that their most complicated parts will repel you is based on a history of relationships where those parts were either never shown or, when glimpsed, produced exactly the retreat they are anticipating. They have learned through enough experience to make it feel like a reliable prediction that full visibility equals loss. That being truly known produces the quiet withdrawal of someone who preferred the version they thought they were getting. But that history was with people who were not equipped to hold complexity. And you are not those people. You are someone whose own depth has made you capable of receiving depth. Someone who has moved through your own darkness with enough honesty and courage that another person's darkness does not frighten you. It makes sense to you. It produces in you not retreat, but recognition. The particular recognition of one complicated human being encountering another, and thinking, yes, I understand this. This is not a reason to go. They do not yet know that about you. And when they do, when they finally take the risk of revealing themselves more completely and find that you are still there, still present, still interested, something in them is going to break open in the most necessary and long overdue way imaginable. I want to speak to you directly now because what I am about to say requires your full attention. The silence you have been experiencing from this person is not absence of feeling. It is the loudest possible evidence of how much they feel. Because people who do not feel deeply do not go quiet under the weight of their feelings. They simply move on. They redirect. They find the next easier option and follow it without much internal struggle. This person is not moving on. They are not finding the next easier option. They are sitting inside the particular discomfort of wanting something that requires them to grow in ways they have not previously been willing to grow, and they are not retreating from that discomfort as completely as they might have before. That is not nothing. That is actually everything. There is also something important to name about the people who have been whispering in their ear. The ones working against this connection, the interference that has complicated and delayed what might otherwise have moved more naturally. Here is the psychological truth about that interference that most people miss. It only has power because there is an existing wound to press against. The voices that try to create doubt in someone are not effective in a vacuum. They require a pre-existing uncertainty to amplify, which means the doubt being fed to this person is not being created by those voices. It is being directed at something that was already there, something they were already struggling with, something that has more to do with their own unresolved relationship with trust and vulnerability than with anything external. The interference is targeting their wound, not inventing one. And the fact that the wound is being targeted means it is also, in being targeted, being brought to the surface in a way that ultimately demands attention. You cannot heal something that remains invisible. And the pressure of this interference, as frustrating as it is from your side of the dynamic, may actually be doing the work of making visible to them exactly what still needs to be addressed before they can show up fully. Your stillness is doing more than you know. Every day that you remain in your own energy, focused on your own purpose, committed to your own worth, unwilling to compromise your position for the comfort of false closeness, you are demonstrating something to this person that they need to witness. That it is possible to be completely yourself, to hold your standards without apology, and to not need external validation to feel secure in who you are. That is not something they have seen modeled in love before. Most of the relationships they have been in operated on the currency of mutual management. Each person carefully calibrating how much of themselves to reveal based on what the other person seemed to be able to handle. And you are refusing to play that game, not because you are being strategic, but because you genuinely cannot operate any other way. And watching someone exist in complete integrity with themselves, regardless of whether the person they feel for is currently meeting them there, is dismantling something in them. Slowly, without drama, but unmistakably, the fire is going to be relit, and it is going to come from them. Not because you finally did the right thing or found the right words or made the right gesture, but because you stayed in yourself, in your knowing, in your refusal to make yourself smaller or more accessible or less than what you are in order to make their process easier. You held the space for this to become what it was always supposed to be. And the surrender that is building on their side, the recognition of who you are and what this connection means, and the willingness to stop resisting it, that is the direct result of your steadiness, of you being so thoroughly, so completely, so unapologetically yourself that pretending otherwise became impossible for them to sustain. They are not afraid of you. They are in awe of you. And awe, when it is genuine, is the most destabilizing thing a person can feel, because it requires them to expand into something larger than who they have previously allowed themselves to be in order to stand anywhere near it. They are expanding right now in the silence you have been watching. And when they arrive, when the preparation is complete and the surrender has happened, and they finally move toward you with the full weight of everything they've been carrying, you are going to understand why the waiting was never wasted. Because what is coming has been worth every quiet, steady, unwitnessed moment of you simply choosing yourself while everything else found its way.